What's up, everybody? Mark with Coffee and Toys here, bringing you another Black Major figure review. And I'm really excited about this one today. When I saw it posted on Instagram, I knew I had to have this special 2-pack. And of course, I am talking about everyone's favorite Ninja Commando, Snake Eyes. Let's talk about it. So yeah, I was very surprised to find these Snake Eyes figures listed on Black Major's Instagram. Again, if you don't follow Black Major, you probably should, especially if you like O-Ring, because I'm a kid of the 80s. I love all things O-Ring. Black Major makes some great O-Ring figures that can fit in great with your G.I. Joe collection, your vintage G.I. Joe collection. So, like I said, I did not know this 2-pack was coming out, or set of 2, I should say, and it's known informally as cartoon Snake Eyes. So of course we've got the darker purple Snake Eyes from the Deke cartoon, not Deke, Sunbow, sorry, Deke was later. Representing Snake Eyes as we saw him in the first season, or the first mini-series, whatever you want to call it. And then a lighter version of the same Snake Eyes, which I believe is supposed to represent sort of his irradiated state when he's handling the nuclear device. So, with that being said, I'm going to jump over and we're going to get right into these things because they look really cool. So, whenever you purchase these items, they always come in some individual baggies, so you have all your accessories and your figure all together in one nice little package, so you can take them out, you can display them, and then of course you can put them right back in the baggie. So I love that I get these figures this way, and if you order from Black Major does it for everybody this way, so it's really cool. So, let's go ahead and get these guys out of the baggies. And of course, we've got the lighter version of Snake Eyes right now with his accessories. And we have the darker purple Snake Eyes with his accessories as well. I believe they are the exact same accessories, so I'll probably just push them off to the side. They are the same accessories, so let me just do this. I'll put one set off to the side as I hit my camera. And yeah, so we'll go through the figures themselves, and then we'll go over their accessories. So we'll start with the lighter colored Snake Eyes. And of course, he is pretty much from the waist up, he is our classic OG-13 body. Mine's got a little paint scuff on it. He is the classic OG body with the Snake Eyes head. And then the lower, the torso looks like a Cobra Trooper, as well as the legs are a Cobra Trooper. So, he is a little bit different, and I like that. It doesn't have to be exactly the same. And again, when you're making figures, you want to try to use all the same parts in a mold as possible. So I imagine that when these were coming out of the factory, that this portion of Snake Eyes was all in one mold. The torso, the lower body was all in another mold, and then the head was probably separate, but I don't know. It's just conjecture, but I think that kind of makes the most sense. So that's why, you try to make more figures using the same molds over and over to save on cost. So yeah, very cool. Typical G.I. Joe O-ring articulation, exactly there. You got your bicep swivel, you got your move around the hands, around the shoulder rather. And this figure is very solid, very tight, no issues whatsoever. And I like that. And the head is very tight as well. And of course, you've got that O-ring. So, let's go ahead and sit him off to the side. And we will bring in the dark purple Snake Eyes, which is obviously closer to what we remember in the cartoon from that first season of the Sunbow series. And I really am digging this one. Exact same body, exact same mold, just done in a different paint deco. And again, very tight joints on this guy. So, like I've said before, sometimes you get some loose joints, and that's just part of it. A small gap in the arm, but it doesn't bother me whatsoever. I don't remember if it's interesting choice of colors on the lower legs with that lighter pink. I can't remember if that's what it looked like in the cartoon, or if that's just a design choice to not use this darker purple down here. I would have assumed we'd use that he would have used the darker purple down here as well. But overall, I really like this figure. It's, very solid, very cool. Yeah, it's very nice. So let's go ahead and accessorize, shall we? We'll go over the accessories that come with these figures. And again, they both come with the exact same accessories. First, we get a backpack, which backpack is this? I don't recall whose backpack this is off the top of my head. Drop me a comment down below if you know this backpack quicker than I do. Maybe I'll think of it while I'm talking. But comes with this backpack. Comes with an assault rifle with scope. Try to get that to focus better. There we go. Which is very cool. I don't remember whose gun this was originally. It looks like a later series gun. But once again, I'm drawing a blank. Very good feel to it. And then finally, the one gun I do know is the Dragunov, which I believe that's a Dragunov, sniper rifle. And he comes with that as well. So yeah, 3 accessories. And of course, we can just take Snake Eyes and see if the backpack fits. Fits like a glove. Got the Dragunov rifle, which does not fit in the right hand very well at all. So we will test it on the left hand. And sorta. The handle's just a little bit too thin. If you turn it outward, it might stay. Yeah, you can get it to stay, but it has to be at this very wonky angle. Which, I mean, I guess you can kind of hide it, so to speak. You could hide it like that. So let's do that with that Snake Eyes, and then let's put the assault rifle in this Snake Eyes' hand. Now this seems like it's going to fit very well. Yeah, that snapped right into place, and that fits very well into this Snake Eyes hand. And then, of course, you can maybe make him hold the secondary. There we go. That looks very cool. I like that a lot. I like that he can hold that weapon very well, and with both hands, the way it's designed. So, very cool. Let me get this Snake Eyes standing back up. And of course, I think it'd be only appropriate that we do some sort of comparison against the most recent edition of Snake Eyes that has come out via Hasbro. And this is the retro G.I. Joe Snake Eyes from the Snake Eyes Storm Shadow O-Ring 2-pack. So, as far as feel, they feel almost identical. The plastic on this Snake Eyes is a bit softer. So, again, this isn't a review of this Snake Eyes, it's a comparison. So, let's just grab this Snake Eyes for comparison. We'll take out his accessories real quick, take them off, and just kind of give you a quick, Black Major versus Hasbro kind of look of things. So again, the plastic on this newer Snake Eyes is a bit softer. This feels more traditional, as in like an 80s O-ring figure, especially around the hands. The hands feel very tight and don't feel like they're gonna, they just feel very tight. Now you'll notice an obvious difference in the hands. The Snake Eyes on the Hasbro has more of a fitted hand versus this one has a little bit more of an open palm. And take out this Uzi real quick. And same for this one. He's got a very closed hand versus just a little bit more open on the Black Major figure. And then just some of the details are a little more crisp on the modern Snake Eyes. Not by a lot, but just the way the molds were created, it's a little more crisp on this guy, I think. It's kind of hard to tell all black versus actually painted on. But I did notice on the back of the heads, and if I can get my camera to focus, you can see how much more evident that little, whatever you want to call that, rectangle on the back of the Hasbro head is more pronounced than what it is on the Black Major figure. I'm trying to get that to focus. There we go. So you can see it there, and then if I put this Snake Eyes over top of it, you can see how much more. Although this one's at a very weird angle compared to the Black Major one. So yeah, there's another difference that actually I think looks better on the Black Major figure. Now, of course, like I mentioned, also the bottoms are completely different because this is the Cobra Trooper lower body and waist versus obviously the Snake Eyes lower body and waist. But yeah, there's a quick comparison. So let's take Snake Eyes, push him off to the side, and we're going to take one final look at these guys. And yeah, drop a comment. Let me know what you think of these guys. They are available. Black Major does have them for sale. You can hit him up on Instagram. You can go that route, or I believe Black Major or some of his affiliates have them on eBay. If you're looking that route, they might be a little more expensive if you go the eBay route. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. I can highly recommend these two figures, especially if you're a Snake Eyes fan like I am. Otherwise, I'm Mark. This is Coffee with Toys, and I will see you later.